Hi everyone. Today I'm going to show you kind of a cool shadow trick with the Uniball Signo white pen, and I'm going to be using my metallic jewel brush pen. So these are so pretty on black paper. You can actually, use them on white paper as well. I thought first I would swatch out the colors for you. So I just have some really smooth black paper. So the colors are Ruby. I don't know if you can see that. And this is the larger size. There's two sizes actually of these jewel pens, the large tip and the smaller tip. I'll show you the smaller tip in a minute. This is emerald, sapphire, amethyst. See, jewel pens, names of jewels. I have other videos about this. There's three metallics: bronze, gold, and silver. So the smaller tip, actually I'll leave this open, and are, which color don't I have? Jade, it's the color is missing. And you can see the difference in size. So yeah, you can write, with much smaller with the smaller tip, or you can go, much bigger. It's a soft tip, so you have to write quite large with this. Anyways, I did want to show you the white pen. And this Uniball Signo is the broad tip. They actually come in different sizes. So I'll just show you the size of this tip. It looks like this. And honestly, sometimes they skip. And if I can't get it started or they're skipping, I actually write on my hand. Strange but true. It somehow works rather than scribbling on paper. Okay, so I will take the same bronze brush pen, and I'm just going to write this in block letters, fall. I'll just do the same thing rather than a different word. So I just want to keep that downstroke really nice and straight. And I'm going to add serifs. And I know it won't be perfect, but because I'm kind of rushing. I tend to rush in my YouTube videos. I don't know why. Let's do that. And then L. And then L. Okay. And you want to, these have actually a drying time. They're quite juicy, so you do want them to dry. And I'll leave that for a second, and I'll just show you that it's really fun to make leaves with this brush pen. So I'm going to put the top on that, and I thought we would use the ruby and make some leaves. So basically, to draw the leaf, or with the brush pen, you just start lightly with a thin line, and then you put pressure, and you release and do one side of the leaf and then the other. And that's all there's to it. Now my ruby is kind of dry, so actually I'm going to put the stem down here, and you can do a double leaf. So you can actually, go, I'm going to leave room there. I'll do it down here a bit. Light and go up this way. And just try to get a nice tip on that. And then I can make this a bit longer and then go like a Y, make a Y or a V, and you can do two leaves. Okay, I don't know why I drew them on this side, because now they are going to be slightly wet and I'll have to avoid them with my white pen. So with the white pen, I'm going to add the shadow. Really makes it pop on the right edges of my block lettering. So you can see the right edge here. I actually didn't put a right edge there. And on the thick strokes and these horizontal strokes, I am going to go under. You don't really actually have to follow that rule. I don't know why I didn't go under this. See, I actually was pretty sloppy and I didn't go under this serif, but under the horizontal strokes and on the right side of the thick strokes, basically. So let's just make sure my pen is running. or running is working. And I'll probably get ink on my hand, but that's typical. So on the right side and under, and then under here, that's horizontal on the right. And I try not to touch the, I'm gonna go like this. I try not to touch the block letter. I'm leaving a space. Oh, I'm kind of shaky today. Under here, I am going to go under this A. Under here, and I'm going to go down the side. So you could go on the top as well. People follow hard and fast rules for shadows. I don't. I just want it to look good. Under that serif, coming down. You can see it's flowing quite nicely here. So that's great. I don't push too hard, and actually the pressure you apply with this white pen, it does matter. If you're pushing too hard, I don't know if you can see those. See that almost like a little white space inside? It's like the ball is depressed too much on here. It's a little ball tip. So you want to have really nice even pressure. Oh, I stopped in the flow. And yeah, I don't know why I did this serif differently. Doesn't matter. The point is, I wanted you to see that I went on the right side of the thick strokes and on the underside of the horizontal strokes in the serifs. Now for the leaves in this, I actually just did a vein down the center. Oh, my light suddenly changed. Okay, so this has to be completely dry when you do this. Oh, great. Okay, I'm going to follow this. Nice even pressure on the ball point, nothing too heavy. Don't push too hard. You want that ball to move in the tip of this pen. And there you go. You just lightly draw on the metallic ink and it really pops. And you can actually do more. You could outline this. It would be fun to draw patterns on your metallic letters. You could do something with dots. So let's see, you can do stripes right across. Nice even pressure. Like that. Or, oops, I didn't go to the edge. You could even do dots. Now I find dots to be a bit tricky with the ball tip pen because if, again, you push too hard, you're not going to get a nice dot. So I kind of tap it a couple of times. You could certainly make the dots bigger, but I do find dots with this pen kind of challenging. It is flowing nicely right now, so I am getting a decent dot out of here, but honestly, sometimes it's a struggle. But as your pen runs out, you're going to get more and more skippy. And you could let this dry completely, and if you find you're not getting the opacity you like, you could gently go over it, but I don't find that very successful, to be honest. All right, so I hope you give this white pen and the metallic jewel brush pens a try, and with some black paper and some fall projects. Christmas projects as well would look really cool. You can see that ruby pen with the white is really fun. So you could even use script, right? So let me just, I don't know why I'm doing that. I wasn't going to do this, but let's say you're doing the word jolly. You want to move fairly slowly with these pens. Mine's kind of drying out, so I'm just going to go over top of it a bit. There, and bring that up. So let's say you're doing jolly. I'll just do J and O. Let this dry completely. It's not, but then you could add, this side is dry. You know, your little white stripes. Oh, okay, of course now it's skipping. Let me just, okay, little white white stripes or dots, and the red and white will really pop. Oops. I don't think this is dry, so maybe. And you can make these white stripes bigger, but you can see how much fun that is when you're combining those colors. So you could do something in green and white for Christmas. It doesn't have to be just, you know, fall or autumn themed. So have some fun, and I'll see you next time.